I'm a citizen of the whole world, so we gotta visit all my countries, yeah? Hey. No, Stella, I'm messing with you because you always ask me whenever I'm feeling guilty. It's like, you know. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, IG. Yeah. Hey, Ness. So the last time we left off, I had done five chapters. I'm still at the 5 chapters. Why? Because I realized I recorded 5 chapters. I was like raring to go. I was all excited. Then I realized that, wait, I need to get a finished chapter done. No. You really are in sync with my guilt every single time, Stella. It's an uncanny ability you have. So I finished the 5 chapters and I said, you know what? Instead of keeping up with the recording, let me try to finalize 1 chapter and see how that goes, right? The process of editing it, mastering it, proofing, all that good stuff. So I did. I think I processed it and then I put it in Positron to help me with proofing. And that's the one you saw me realizing that I had so many notes about how my breathing was so loud. I sounded like I was gasping, right? So I finished that. It turns out that when I finished that and then I remastered it, I messed up the sound quality because I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to edit the original file that had not been mastered with my corrections, then remaster that. So basically what I did was I processed the audio twice and that messed up the sound and it wasn't passing all the quality checks. And so that just basically broke my brain and set me back because I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like, I want to take a break. Then the Wi-Fi on my laptop stopped working. Like my old laptop was just so tired, so I had to buy a new refurbished laptop. I got that. I moved my monitor in here, changed my setup, and so then I had to fix my sound all over again. And now the sound is working a bit. Hi everyone. The sound is working a bit, but on Studio One, for instance, my sound is way too low, so I still need to tune that. And I had messaged the author and she said she loved how I did it, but it turns out that the nickname for the main character, I had been mispronouncing it. I had been mispronouncing the nickname of the main character all this time. And so I just decided that, you know what, screw it. I'm going to just, now that I've done some coaching and I've got a few more like classes about how to approach character development and acting and all of that. Ooh, this song is so funny. Hey, it's from my country, Ghana. It's in my native language, mixed with English.
Nice chick, me a chroma. Maybe do nice flick with my Kodak.
Flick.
Baby cheese, oh gosh. She body, baby boom, to say conca. But the way for simple, vida. Cause I the kai see me shout. Hey. Mommy then I'm team and try that. And then some chill, I will vibe. So that's about 6 hours. I mean, we are
Twin Towers. All because of I'm actually shy to tell you what this song is about. Say ho, say ho, say ho. Hey. You can guess.
Nice couple. You see, can't head into the track. Listen, what? Oh boy, until you can't cuddle. Just a Osha Calvin Klein, Misha White's Chapel. Sir, Mate. Me to me back, and Misha, we didn't quite send me back. It was it.
You bet it, whap it.
Yes, and you're back on the track.
Sometimes I want a bigger booth just so I can dance. My God. Look at her. Busy. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Christine, hi. Hey. Welcome in, darlings. We're just about to start. Stella, I'm on the tube. Oh, that song is called Tonga. Yeah, I'll type it. Tonga, 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 featuring song. It's old. It's old. Ah, I didn't mean to go full screen. All because of Tonga. Hey. When did this song come out? 2014. Oh my god. Makes me feel old. Yep, January 2014. Hey! Usha, usha, usha. Okay, darlings, we are on chapter 5 today. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Sorry. Anyway, Stella, yes, so I know it is weird, isn't it? It's weird for me too. I'm just like, I gotta go. And I keep rushing the family because we've settled into like a whole, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of not having to come on at that time. So now I'm like, you gotta go to bed. I'm done. I gotta go. I'm done. Like, I gotta go. I know it's crazy that 2014 is considered old. It doesn't feel that long ago. I know it's 12 years ago. Can you imagine? So anyway, I got that note from the author, and so I can go back and find every instance in the recording where I mentioned the main character's nickname wrong. But I decided that, you know what, actually, I'm just gonna park everything I've recorded and re-record. So that's my game plan. That's my plan. If I can figure out my sound and stuff, I'm just gonna re-record it. So we'll see. We will see. We shall see what happens. So let me find this place here. Y'all will be so upset with me, by the way. I left yesterday on time, went off, and then went to knit and what did I do? Knit and listen to a book because I wanted to finish this book. I was listening to Capri 3.5 by Jaquel J. She's created this wonderful universe that I stumbled into because I started listening to a lot of books by Black authors during Black History Month, and so I would follow the author, I would follow the narrator, and so I had like a nice mix going on, and I stumbled upon 10,000 Hours with a Menace, which, like, I started listening to it. I was very confused as to what was happening in the story, but it was so funny. And the main character, his nickname is Menace. His name is Menace Caselli, and he is just, you finish your audiobook and you need to find another one. Yeah, I have so many. So Menace Caselli, he probably has a little bit of OCD, might be on the spectrum a little bit. We're not sure. Definitely OCD though. And his whole family is like, yeah, this guy is never ever gonna get married because he can't stand people. He thinks everybody's dirty and messy, and he ends up falling for this woman, and it's just so ridiculous because he is such an oddball. There was one section that I think I bookmarked because it was the middle of the night. I was listening to it. I just burst out laughing. I think he said that he had been, fooling around with this woman. Hey, Mateus. He said he had been fooling around with this woman, and the woman was so clingy that even the way she chewed was annoying to him, and he was at home asleep, and he said that when he remembered how loudly she chewed and how annoying it was, he actually felt like waking up from bed and driving over to her house and cussing her out. Like, just because remember that the way she chewed food was annoying to him. He's such an oddball. Anyway, so I finished his book, then I finished his brother's book, and he has two sisters. And so I was like, okay. Then I realized that it was all part of this universe, and I kept referring to these other people. So I got into Capri, who was from another family that is sort of connected to them. And she had 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. That's 6 books, right? I think so, yeah. The library had up till 2.5. And I didn't realize that it went further. So I was like, okay, it's up to 2.5. Like, I'm going to go. I get to 2.5 and I realized that, no, there are 2 more books. So I pre-ordered 3 and 3.5 on Libro FM. And then I was like, okay, now I should find something else to read. And Capri gets married to a brother and that to this guy, and that guy's brother also has his series. It's called Qasim. So Qasim 1, 2, 3. Thankfully, the library had Qasim 1, 2, 3. So I read Qasim 1, 2, 3. Apparently, that's not how it starts. It starts from Capri's brothers, like Capadonna and Capone. And Capone, or is it Capadonna, has a son called Capella. I ignored all their books, right? And I'm just all over the place. So I did Capri. I did the Casellis, the 2 Casellis. I did Capri's. Then I went to Qasim. And then I went to Heart of a Goon, which is the story of Zoya Caselli, the 3rd Caselli sibling. Then I came back to Capri. So I just finished Capri 3.5 last night. That's why I was up till like almost 3. Am I going to go do the Capadonna? And probably not. I'll have to like get back in the mood because I just started listening to Game On by, is it Navisa Allen or Navisa Allen? And I have a lot of other books. Like I have borrowed so many books from the library, so many. And just yesterday I started reading Growing Home with my 6-year-old as well. So anyway, let me get started on this. All of it is practice, of course, listening to the narrators. And let me shout out Wesley Chavan, because Wesley Chavan, she did all the Capri books. I think she did all the I feel like she's read for all the women in the Qasim books and the Capri books. So that's at least, let's see, that's 5 or 6 here, 3. This is at least 9 or 10 books. And the way she does the guy part usually is so fun. It's so fun. There's one guy in there, his name is Goon, he gets with Zoya. And his signature phrase is, F you mean. And so he has a goddaughter, and he taught his goddaughter to go, freak you mean. And that's how he greets everybody. So now I call my sister and I'm like, freak you mean. Anyway, Stella said that Menace, why does that remind you of your level of anger and pettiness? Yeah, for sure. Menace is so petty. He's like, matter of fact, I want to wake up and go slap her upside the head because I remembered how loudly she chewed. Anyway, welcome in, darlings. It is time. Let me create a new file for chapter. Sorry, that must have been loud. Chapter 5. Let me see how to increase the gain on Studio One. Because my sound waves look very low. Okay, input gain, EQ, channel level, mixer. I've increased the microphone. Setting the trim. Okay, hello. Let me try and record and see what happens here. Hello. It's so low. No, it is so low. No, too low. Busy. Conga. Tonga. Hey, all because of Tonga. Ay, ay, ay. Why are you making this so crazy? All right, 18 dB to 12. Oh my God. All right. I can't see. Let me see if I can. Is this where it is? It's so low. I think it's so low. It's like minus 36. Yeah? I don't know. Where should it be? Am I... Let's increase the gain. Is that... I don't know. 6? What's up? What's up? Why is my thing so low? Hey, Miss Rita. Hi. How are you? Well, I'm not supposed to do that, actually. Apparently, I'm supposed to just drink some water and then swallow and whatever. I'm trying to hide my little pouch when I sit. This is why I don't like sitting. I want to stand. I have a chair. Oh, wait. And I have like a stain. I have all these random stains on my shirt. Ugh. Oil. This is oil. You know what we're going to do? We're going to hide it with this. We're just going to put a towel. I'm going to put a towel over. I'm going to be like, this is a new style. Oh my God. Stella, can you hear me okay? Let me see. I don't even understand. I need to figure out. Let me see. Can I? All right. Welcome, darlings. Oop. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. Good evening and good morning, depending on where you are. We are about to read from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Chapter 5, Advice from a Caterpillar. Now, before we get started, grab your drinks. You got to stay hydrated up in here. Grab your drinks, grab your snuggle bunnies. I wonder if I pull this closer, will that help? Nope, it's still very low. What's going on with you, baby? Anyway, yeah, it's so dang low. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Christine. Hi. Thank you, Christine. Grab your drinks. Grab your snuggle bunnies. Grab your crafts. Grab your pouches. Get comfy, cozy. And let us read from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Chapter 5. Advice from a Caterpillar. Now, this is a cold read, so I've not read the chapter beforehand, so the mistakes will be made as we keep going. Nikki, we're just getting started, sis. The caterpillar and Alice looked at each other for some time in silence. At last, the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and addressed her in a languid, sleepy voice. "Who are you?" said the caterpillar. This was not an encouraging opening for a conversation. Alice replied rather shyly, I hardly know, sir. Just at present. At least I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have been changed several times since then." "What do you mean by that?" said the caterpillar sternly. "Explain yourself." "I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir," said Alice, "because I'm not myself, you see." "I don't see," said the caterpillar. I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly, Alice replied very politely, for I can't understand it myself to begin with, and being so many different sizes in a day is very confusing.
It isn't,
said the caterpillar. Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet, said Alice, but when you have to turn into a chrysalis, you will some day, you know, and then after that into a butterfly, I should think you'll feel it a little queer, won't you?
Not a bit, said the caterpillar.
Oh, well, perhaps your feelings may be different, said Alice. All I know is it would feel very queer to me.
You,
said the caterpillar contemptuously.
Who are you?
Which brought them back again to the beginning of the conversation. Alice felt a little irritated at the caterpillars making such very short remarks, and she drew herself up and said very gravely, I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why?
Said the caterpillar. Here was another puzzling question, and as Alice could not think of any good reason, and as the caterpillar seemed to be in a very unpleasant state of mind, she turned away.
Come back, the caterpillar called after her. I've something important to say.
This sounded promising, certainly. Alice turned and came back again.
Keep your temper, said the caterpillar.
Is that all? Said Alice, swallowing down her anger as well as she could.
No,
said the caterpillar. Alice thought she might as well wait, as she had nothing else to do, and perhaps, after all, it might tell us something worth hearing. For some minutes it puffed away without speaking, but at last it unfolded its arms, took the hookah out of its mouth again, and said,
So you think you're changed, do you?
I'm afraid I am, sir, said Alice. I can't remember things as I used, and I don't keep the same size for 10 minutes together.
Can't remember what things? Said the caterpillar.
Well, I've tried to say, how doth the little busy bee, but it all came different. Alice replied in a very melancholy voice, and I'm going to redo that. Well, I've tried to say, how doth the little busy bee, but it all came different. Alice replied in a very melancholy voice.
Repeat. You are old, Father William, said the caterpillar.
Alice folded her arms. Alice folded her hands and began. You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white, and yet you incessantly stand on your head. Do you think at your age it is right? In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I feared it might injure the brain. But now that I'm perfectly sure I have none, why, I do it again and again. You are old, said the youth, as I mentioned before, and have grown most uncommonly fat, yet you turned a back somersault in at the door. Pray, what is the reason of that? In my youth, said the sage, as he shook his grey locks, I kept all my limbs very supple by the use of this ointment, 1 shilling the box. Allow me to sell you a couple? You are old, said the youth, and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than suet, yet you finished the goose with the bones and the beak. Pray, how did you manage to do it? In my youth, said his father, I took to the law and argued each case with my wife, and the muscular strength which it gave to my jaw has lasted the rest of my life. You are old, said the youth. One would hardly suppose that your eye was as steady as ever. Yet you balanced an eel on the end of your nose. What made you so awfully clever? I have answered 3 questions, and that is enough.
"And that is enough," said his father. "Don't give yourself airs. Do you think I can listen all day to such stuff? Be off, or I'll kick you downstairs."
"That is not said right," said the caterpillar.
"Not quite right, I'm afraid," said Alice timidly. "Not quite right, I'm afraid," said Alice timidly. "Some of the words have got altered."
"It is wrong from beginning to end," said the caterpillar decidedly, and there was silence for some minutes. The caterpillar was first to speak. "What size do you want to be?" it asked.
"Oh, I'm not particular as to size," Alice hastily replied. "Only one doesn't like changing so often, you know."
"I don't know," said the caterpillar.
Alice said nothing. She had never been so much contradicted in her life before, and she felt that she was losing her temper.
"Are you content now?" said the caterpillar.
"Well, I should like to be a little larger, sir, if you wouldn't mind," said Alice. 3 inches is such a wretched height to be."
"It is a very good height indeed," said the caterpillar angrily, rearing itself upright as it spoke. It was exactly 3 inches high.
"But I'm not used to it," pleaded poor Alice in a piteous tone, and she thought of herself, "I wish the creatures wouldn't be so easily offended."
"You'll get used to it in time," said the caterpillar, and it put the hookah into its mouth and began smoking again. This time, Alice waited patiently until it chose to speak again. In a minute or two, the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and yawned once or twice and shook itself. Then it got down off the mushroom and crawled away in the grass, merely remarking as it went, "One side will make you grow taller, and the other side will make you grow shorter."
"One side of what? The other side of what?" thought Alice to herself.
"Of the mushroom," said the caterpillar, just as if she had asked it aloud, and in another moment it was out of sight.
Alice remained looking thoughtfully at the mushroom for a minute, trying to make out which were the 2 sides of it, and as it was perfectly round, she found this a very difficult question. However, at last she stretched her arms round it as far as they would go, and broke off a bit of the edge with each hand. "And now, which is which?" she said to herself, and nibbled a little of the right-hand bit to try the effect. The next moment she felt a violent blow underneath her chin. It had struck her foot. She was a good deal frightened by this very sudden change, but she felt that there was no time to be lost, as she was shrinking rapidly, so she set to work at once to eat some of the other bit. Her chin was pressed so closely against her foot that there was hardly room to open her mouth, but she did it at last and managed to swallow a morsel of the left-hand bit. "Come, my head's free at last," said Alice in a tone of delight, which changed into alarm in another moment, when she found that her shoulders were nowhere to be found. All she could see when she looked down was an immense length of neck, which seemed to rise like a stalk out of a sea of green leaves that lay far below her. "What can all that green stuff be?" said Alice. "And where have my shoulders got to? And oh, my poor hands, how is it I can't see you?" She was moving them about as she spoke, but no result seemed to follow except a little shaking among the distant green leaves. As there seemed to be no chance of getting her hands up to her head, she tried to get her head down to them, and was delighted to find that her neck would bend about easily in any direction, like a serpent. She had just succeeded in curving it down into a graceful zigzag, and was going to dive in among the leaves, which she found to be nothing but the tops of the trees under which she had been wandering, when a sharp hiss made her draw back in a hurry. A large pigeon had flown into her face and was beating her violently with its wings. "Serpent!" screamed the pigeon. "I'm not a serpent," said Alice indignantly. "Leave me alone." "Serpent, I say again," repeated the pigeon, but in a more subdued tone, and added with a kind of sob, "I've tried every way, and nothing seems to suit them." "I haven't the least idea what you're talking about," said Alice. "I've tried the roots of trees, and I've tried banks, and I've tried hedges," the pigeon went on, without attending to her. "But those serpents, there's no pleasing them." Alice was more and more puzzled, but she thought there was no use in saying anything more till the pigeon had finished. "As if it wasn't trouble enough hatching the eggs," said the pigeon, "but I must be on the lookout for serpents night and day. Why, I haven't had a wink of sleep these 3 weeks." "I'm very sorry you've been annoyed," said Alice, who was beginning to see its meaning. "And just as I'd taken the highest tree in the wood," continued the pigeon, raising its voice to a shriek, "and just as I was thinking I should be free of them at last, they must needs come wriggling down from the sky. Ugh, serpent!" "But I'm not a serpent, I tell you," said Alice. I'm a...
"Well, what are you?" said the pigeon. "I can see you're trying to invent something."
I'm a little girl," said Alice, rather doubtfully, as she remembered the number of changes she had gone through that day.
"A likely story indeed,"
said the pigeon in a tone of the deepest contempt.
"I've seen a good many little girls in my time, but never one with such a neck as that. No, you're a serpent, and there's no use denying it. I suppose you be telling me next that you've never tasted an egg."
"I have tasted eggs, certainly," said Alice, who was a truthful child. Who was a very truthful child. "But little girls eat eggs quite as much as serpents do, you know."
"I don't believe it," said the pigeon. "But if they do, why then they're kind of serpent, that's all I can say."
This was such a new idea to Alice that she was quite silent for a minute or two, which gave the pigeon the opportunity of adding,
"You're looking for eggs, I know that well enough. And what does it matter to me whether you're a little girl or a serpent?"
It matters a good deal to me," said Alice hastily. "But I'm not looking for eggs as it happens. And if I was, I shouldn't want yours. I don't like them raw."
"Well, be off then,"
said the pigeon in a sulky tone, as it settled down again into its nest. Alice crouched down among the trees as well as she could, for her neck kept getting entangled among the branches, and every now and then she had to stop and untwist it. After a while, she remembered that she still held the pieces of mushroom in her hands, and she set to work very carefully, nibbling first at one and then at the other, and growing sometimes taller and sometimes shorter, until she had succeeded in bringing herself down to her usual height. It was so long since she had been anything near the right size that it felt quite strange at first, but she got used to it in a few minutes and began talking to herself as usual. "Come, there's half my plan done now. How puzzling all these changes are. I'm never sure what I'm going to be from one minute to another. However, I've got back to my right size. The next thing is to get into that beautiful garden. How is that to be done, I wonder?" As she said this, she came suddenly upon an open place, with a little house in it about 4 feet high. "Whoever lives there," thought Alice, "it will never do to come upon them this size. Why, I should frighten them out of their wits." So she began nibbling at the right-hand bit again, and did not venture to go near the house till she had brought herself down to 9 inches high. And that was Chapter 5 of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. That was about 16 minutes. Sweet. I love it. Let me save it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I love it. Aw, Justin, you stayed. Ah! I'm shy. Do you want to come live and give me some pointers? I'm blushing, but you can't see. I am blushing. Stella said she loved my pigeon voice. I did great. Oh my god. Are you sure? Thank you. Oh my goodness. You are so sweet. Oh, it's always, I didn't know you were there. Well done. If I had known you were there, I would have been nervous. It's always like nerve-wracking to know that there are other people. Oh, Christine. Thank you. Stella, I don't know where I pulled that voice of the pigeon from. It's a hard voice. I have to learn how to do that without like messing up my throat, but that was fun. It's so funny because I don't know how many characters are coming in the chapter or anything, so I really am making it up as I'm going along. Oh my goodness, Justin. For real, Christine? Tell me more. Yo, tell me more. Tell me more. I love it. Oof. I love it. Help me. My confidence needs a little bit. I keep punting stuff. I need to record this book, friends. I have to be back at work August 6th. So, oh, Justin, actually, good question for you. Do you do your own processing? Or do you have someone that you... Oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Christine. Now, if you ask me tomorrow what I did for the pigeon, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. You do your own editing and mastering? Okay. Because you know what? One of the things that's holding me back, and I know this, because in my mind, I want to be able to do the whole process from start to end completely, right? I want to prep the book, decide on my character choices and how I'm going, record the book, proof it, edit or master, all that good stuff, and then export it to a finished product that I give to the author. And I haven't yet done that. And so in my mind, if I haven't been able to do it end to end that way, then I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You use a proofer? Yes. Okay. Who do you use? I used Positron for the one chapter that I've ever proofed. Do you have someone that you use that you pay to proof for you? Because honestly, the order of operations confuses me a little bit, to be honest. Let me see. Danielle, my sister. Oh, my sister joined for a minute. Oh, she's sweet. My sister is so sweet. She goes to bed early, but she joined for a minute. Oh, now you just use Positron. Okay. Because I'm not very clear on the order of operations. So do you record, after you've recorded the raw files, do you put it straight in Positron? Like, do you export it and put it straight in? The human proofer let you down. Justin is giving me the order. Okay, friends. It's happening. Let me find and see if I can save it somewhere. Wait, is my chat lost? My chat is stuck at April. Okay, here's the order. I'm waiting. Justin is going to give me the order. I'm going to save it so that I can get this done. You know what I'm saying? It's only 8 chapters, Justin, and I'm holding myself back. Speaking of which, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be joining a few authors and narrators on a live here on TikTok. It's by Brianna's, let me see, Brianna's Reading Lounge. I think that's what it's called. Brianna's Luigi. Hi. Okay, hold on. Justin sent it. Let me put it in my. Let me see. Order of operations. Record. export, proof. Place the pickups, edit, and then master. Okay. Do you find that when you... Crystal! Hi! Do you find that when you... If you proof before you master, does positron pick up more errors or fewer errors? Because someone was telling me that I should record, export, master, so that all the breath and all those kind of stuff will get removed before I proof. What do you think about that? How have you been, Luigi? How have you been, Crystal? Oh, okay, Stella. Alrighty. Have a good night, sweetie. Sleep well. Sleep well. Thank you. I will see you all on Monday for those who are going to bed. For those of you who are going to bed early. Yeah. Hey, socks. Wait. TikTok wants me to show that I'm still here. Oh my goodness, Justin. This is so fortuitous. Such a godsend. Decent, exhausted. Yes, I'm with you. I feel the same way. I'm with you. Are you still crocheting? Depends on your workflow, but I make a copy of the raw recording. Okay. That, you know what? Yeah. Then you make a copy of that session. Okay. See, that is where I made the mistake. I still have the raw copy. And knitting as well. Stop. Well done. You know, Justin, that's where I made the mistake. I still have the raw file, but I exported the processed file. And then when I came back to edit, to place the pickups, I think I did the pickups on the mastered file instead of on the raw file, which I had made a copy of. And I think because I'd gone through and done all that, it really sort of, the only phrase I can think of is a tree phrase that says, Amama Bemwebu, in my native language. And it means like, not her, what's the word? When you're anticipating something, you're very excited to do something, and then you realize that it's going to take longer. It's not that it's testing your resolve. It's just that you feel a little, your enthusiasm gets a little bit dimmed, right? Yeah. Okay. Always keep copies. Place the pickups onto the raw and processed copy session. Okay. Yes. That makes absolute sense. By the time I realized that, I had spent like an hour trying to fix all my breaths because positron said I just sounded like I was gasping. Darian! Positron said that I was gasping and gulping and breathing like my breaths, when you master everything, it gets the effects. Yes, this is my plan. This is gonna be, I sounded like I say I sound like a pregnant fish. Have I ever heard a pregnant fish? No. Darian, sweetie, how are you? How are you? So, oh my God. So, not that I'm going to quote you on this, Justin, but just based on my performance tonight, do you think you can reduce those with an expander, but don't remove them completely? Do you think I'm like close to being ready to start like auditioning? I'm not, I don't. Oh, Darian, listen, girl, you could always message me and be like, Nisi, I love you. I need you to come on and just read like blurbs from the backs of books for me. You know, I got you, Darian. I would come and do a special 30-minute live for you. You just give me your favorite books and I'll go read like the first. Paulina! Oh my God! That was cute! Justin, are you serious? Oh. My goal was to have 5 books done by the end of this year. I'm failing very hard at that. Very hard. But I have hope.
Princess, thank you. I have hope. 5 books. I just want to be able to. I know, Paulina. I haven't been here in a while. Thank you for the follow, sweetie. Princess. 1 a month. 1 a month. 1 a month from now till the end of the year, right? You think I can do it? Okay. Friends, put this out into the universe. Christine! My family must think I'm going crazy up in here. Thank you. You listen to 200 plus. I sound just like a professional. Thank you. Whew, Colette, it's been a minute. How are you? Holy cannoli. Oh my goodness. Wink, wink. Thank you, Darren. Okay. Put this out into the universe, into the ether. If you have any indie author friends who have like a little novella, I want to dip my toes in with like small books. I don't want Christine knows. There's another lady on here too. Her name is Patricia. Oh, Colette. Princess, you're so cool. Thank you. Patricia came on, and actually a year ago this week or so, she was on, and she basically peer pressured me into setting up my ACX account, which I did. Have I uploaded samples? No. Have I uploaded anything? I don't even have a photo in there, I don't think. Ooh. So I think I need to get on that, right? But yeah, I just want novellas. That's my goal. I don't think I can do a full-on book, like a 8-hour, 10-hour, multiple chapter book, but something that's like 2 hours long. So per finished hour, that's what, about 18 to 20,000 words. I could do that. I could. And I need to pick one of the classic books that's in the public domain that I want to record for myself. Justin, oh my God. This was, you were meant to be here tonight. Thank you. And Christine, same. And Darian popped up, Paulina popped up, Colette popped up, Crystal popped up. Now we have Princess up in here. Nikki is here. I thought I saw Blue earlier. Like, we have the peeps representing. I'm so excited. This is fun. Anyway, by the way, if you're here in the live for the first time, you're now a member of the PJs and Pages community. No take backsies. You're a member. Done. You can ask Darian and ask Colette and Crystal. You can go for a year and come back. You're a member. We have all our members. So welcome, Princess. We have members up in here. We are in our PJs and we are reading Pages because, we are a very tight squad up in here. Yeah, I know, Christine, you're in. You're in. You spend even a minute in here, you're in, you're a member. That's how we count it. That's how we count it. So, what's cool about it is that this book we are reading, see, Nikki is one of first time. Hey, Jennifer, welcome in. We have Jennifer. Listen, we have some new members coming in here. I love it. We are the late night. We used to be called the Late Night Book Club, and then we realized that there was actually another group already called the Late Night Book Club. So we voted for and got the name to PJs and Pages. We have like I have a lot of energy. Oh God. Nikki, no, don't speak that into existence. Speak sleep into me, Nikki. All of you, please speak sleep into me because I don't go to bed early. Give me some sleep mojo. I'm a late night owl. This is not good. Relax. Okay, relax. Wait, apparently the fan club has completed the first stage of I don't even know. These challenges are so confusing to me. Okay.
So, PJs and Pages community members, you get to vote on the books we read. So we are reading Alice in Wonderland right now. The community members are the ones who voted, like they recommended and voted on it. To recommend Mr. Sandman will give me a dream. What's that song? Mr. Sandman. Is that how it goes? Da-na-na-na. Is that how it goes? Na-na-na-na. Ooh. There is a paid tier, which, you know, these are supporters who subscribe to me. The supporters, the paid subscribers, recommend the classic book we're going to read, and then the community members vote on it. So if you've ever joined my live, once the list is up, the voting list, you can vote on it. But the nominations are only from the paid community members. So that's how it works here. It's fun. We're reading classic books only because they're in the public domain and I can read them without getting into trouble. I don't want to infringe upon anyone's copyright, right? I don't want to infringe on anyone's what's the word? Oh, perimenopause. Intellectual property. There we go. IP. Oh my God. That took a while. So we do classic books. And the funny thing is, we've read a lot of the popular ones. What a lot of us have realized is that we actually knew maybe the summarized or the abridged versions. Darian, only the abridged versions of these classics. We didn't know the full story. So now we're all like, oh, so that's what happened in the story, you know? So it's been fun. This is what, our 11th book? 12th book? I've lost track. Olivia, welcome. Yes. We started in June 2024. And since then, we started with Pride and Prejudice. Then we did Huckleberry Finn. And some people can tell you when they join. I'm like, okay, are you a Pride and Prejudice founding member? Are you a Huckleberry Finn? You know, some people can tell you. Anna, you did. Oh, and Stella left. Yeah, we started with Pride and Prejudice. So if you go into my profile, you have to scroll all the way down. I think I have about 20 chapters of the book. Am I recording these? Yes-ish. What do you mean? Some of them. I also, starting with Alice in Wonderland. Yes, I've been recording them on Studio One. Thank you for the follow. Justin, I recorded some, I downloaded some, and then I lost the file somewhere. I don't know. I should be uploading to ACX as audiobooks. I should, shouldn't I? You know what? They still count. Yes. Okay, so what I'm trying to do with Alice in Wonderland right now is I'm actually recording the audio on Studio One as well as we're doing it. So I'm going to see if I can package that one. The others I didn't. I only have the videos. Olivia, yeah, I read them. I narrate them, but we chat like this. We chat like this about the stories, and if it gets to a really like juicy part or some part that is really like causing trouble, I call a timeout and then we talk smack. So if you can imagine, when in Pride and Prejudice, when Mr. Collins was trying to propose to Elizabeth and he didn't know Elizabeth, we had to call a timeout and be like, what in the haberdashery is going on over here? Oh, we're very good at talking smack. Hey Tim, it's been a while, Tim. What's up? Yeah, we do. We actually even came up, when we did Pride and Prejudice, we came up with a song. No. We recast Pride and Prejudice with modern day actors. We decided that Snoop Dogg would be a great Mr. Bennet. We decided that, what's his face? Nick Cannon would be Wickham. You went to California. Oh, nice. Nice. Taking the bus home tomorrow. Yay, nice. You can listen to a lovely audiobook on the bus. I love traveling now, especially if I'm not the one like driving, because I can just like zone out and listen to a book and knit. It's great. It's wonderful. It's my favorite thing. I'm like, I'm stuck on this journey. I don't have anything to do. Well, let's listen to some books and do some knitting. I think we couldn't decide whether who should be. Jennifer. What was her name? The lady who did the bend and the snap. What's her name? The bend and the snap from Legally Blonde. Not Lawrence. Bend and snap. Let me see. Jennifer Cooley. We thought Jennifer Cooley would be Mrs. Bennett. And who else? The casting was so random. We thought that we would cast Cardi B as what do you call it? Cardi B as Lydia. And who was gonna be Mr. Bennett? No, who was gonna be Darcy? Oh my God. We had many, many contenders for Darcy. I think we thought Idris, and then we kept throwing out, like, it was a great casting. It was a great casting. It was a very good, it was a great casting. We were all over the place. We still liked, what's her name? Rosamund Pike. We liked Rosamund Pike as, the other sister. What was her name? Bennett sisters. Jane. We still liked her as Jane, but she'd be much older now, so we thought she could be like a mom. And then we thought Jennifer, the black Jennifer Lewis, is that her name? Jennifer Lewis, the one who said, I don't want nobody messing with me in these streets. We thought she could be Catherine de Bourgh. Was it Catherine de Bourgh or Catherine de Bourgh's mom? Catherine de Bourgh. Lady Catherine de Bourgh. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We've had fun with that. So Jennifer, yeah. It was fun. So we did that casting. We did Huckleberry Finn, which I had never read. I did not know how many N words were in there, and sort of the environment, the era in which it was written, because I do all these as cold reads. I try not to read too much ahead, so that when we are in here and we are responding and we are reacting, I'm not putting on the act. We are all like, what the hell? So when we read Jane Eyre, I was ready to throw everything out of this and beat up every dude I came across, because all the dudes were terrible. I mean, right? And then we did Sense and Sensibility. Sense and Sensibility was the last one we did before I went on a break. Willoughby broke me. Willoughby just broke me to find out, wait, have I watched Austenland? No, Anna, what is Austenland? Angela Bassett as Catherine de Bourgh. Woo! Yeah. Colette, I have not watched the other Bennett sister, but I hear it is fantastic. Yes, so what's happening here is exactly what ends up happening, because people will start throwing out ideas and be like, have you seen this? Have you seen that? We make connections. Sometimes we go watch the shows and come back and talk about it. So this is what we do here. So welcome. Sometimes I sing. Is it? It's delicious. The other, okay. I have to confess though, nowadays, I have become a woman of a certain age, and so I often find myself falling asleep whenever I sit down to watch television with my family. 5 minutes after we sit down, I start snoring. So I need to figure out. And if you're wondering why I have this on my chest, I discovered that I have an oil stain, and it's red and it's just right there. I just fall asleep. Like, oh, sorry. The whole family just goes, Mom, just go to bed. Just go. Just go to bed. I fall asleep. So I have to figure out when I'm going to watch it because I have a backlog. Let me tell you that I just watched Bridgerton season 4 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago. I just watched that. Let's not even talk about all the Korean dramas I've missed. There's so many great Korean dramas. I just can't. I just fall asleep. But give me a good book and I'm playing arrows on my phone or I'm knitting. I'm up till 2:30. I'm up till 2:30. So I have to. The other Bennett it's on BBC, right? I think it's on BBC. So I'm gonna have to double check it. Hey, lovely Scorp. Austenland is a modern girl visiting an Austen-inspired retreat. It's a rom-com and Jennifer Coolidge is in it. Very funny, kinda can't. Okay, let me search for it right now. Austenland. Ooh wee. We actually had wanted to do like a BritBox. Yes. Ooh. Okay, Colette. I have been avoiding BritBox because I have a feeling that I will call in sick and not go to work if I have BritBox. All the shows. Oh, it's right there. It's one of the first on the page. All the shows. Ooh. Well, Christine has seen Austenland. Austenland is very funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. Monthly premiere. Oh my God. If I pay for this bad boy, it's over, friends. It's over. Y'all are not going to see me again. Yeah. Oh my God. No, honestly, I've heard really good things about the other Bennett sister. I have to. We were discussing having a movie like watching thing. You know how there was a sync if everyone like had a subscription to a particular platform, we could all watch the show together. So when we finished Pride and Prejudice, we had wanted to do that together. And so I created a Discord and then we barely used the Discord because I don't know what I'm doing with Discord. Don't blame nobody. It's all my fault. Oh, got it for the 7-day free preview. Oh, you're the smart one here. I see you. Austenland. Okay. It's from 2013. Let me see the images. Let me see. Oh, hey, I know this lady. What's it? Carrie Russell. That's right. Oh. Okay, here's the review from The Guardian. So inept and precarious is this film set in a Jane Austen theme park that it becomes curiously engrossing, like watching a monkey spin plates. Maybe one of these days we just read reviews, right? Lost amid the double entendres. Oh, I see Jennifer Coolidge right there. Oh my goodness. That's funny. That is funny. I think it's becoming, sort of a cult classic. I might have to watch it. Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. There's also a book. Is it based on the book? There's a book by Shannon Hale called Austenland. Oh, it is. Shannon Hale. Is it the same Shannon Hale who writes Princess? It is. Amazing. So Shannon Hill writes The Princess in Black, and it's this children's series that the kids, the first and second graders, really love. Yeah. Oh yeah, Christine, I also work as an elementary school librarian, so I get a lot of practice reading aloud, doing cold reads aloud. Thank you, Justin. Justin, seriously, thank you. Honestly, I'm so glad you were here tonight. you've lifted a load off my chest and off my mind, off my chest. Jesus, the metaphors, perimenopause. But yeah, thank you so much. Have a good night and all the best tomorrow with any recording and editing work you have to do. Thank you. All right, darlings, I'm actually past my time. Oh, it is based on the book. The movie is funnier. All right. Oh, you were a public librarian for children? Get out of here, Miss Garrow. Christine, that is so cool. What? I sort of kind of knew that I wanted to work in a library. In fact, I actually wanted to go back to Ghana and build libraries, like build a library system. That was one of my goals. I was like, I need to make a lot of money. I'm not making a lot of money. I need to make a lot of money. I want to go back to Ghana and create a wonderful functioning library system. And I've always loved books. So I was knitting on a TikTok live, and then I started reading, and then I started doing this. And I remember, actually, y'all are gonna love this. Today is Thursday, July 16th. A year ago today, it was Wednesday, July 16th, I got an email for this job that I had applied to. I hadn't heard from them in like a month. Today, July 16th, I got an email from them, and they were inviting me to interview. They sent me the email in that morning, and they said, can you interview today at 11 a.m. or tomorrow? And I said tomorrow. So today I got the call back for the interview. I interviewed the next day on the 17th. I got the job offer Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days later. So I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm so hyped. This is my 1 year anniversary of getting the call back. And why is this funny? Or why is this interesting? I remember on one of these lives we're gabbing away, and I was joking, saying that, how you doing, Stacey? It's been a minute, friend. You all right? Thank you, Christine. I did my 1 year. I can't believe I survived 1 year in the library. I think we made it out all right. We had fun. I had a lot of fun with the kids. I have way more fun with the kids. And I wear my big earrings, and I tell them if they see me in big earrings, it means that I didn't sleep enough. But here is the truth of the matter, and everybody here knows most of my earrings are big earrings. Thank you. Oh, I told the kids. So, I think, and let me tell this last anecdote, and then I really should try to go to bed. I'm really bad at going to bed early. I'm really bad. I'm very, very bad at going to bed early. And I need to fix that because school opens for me August 6th. That's like, what, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks? We're not talking about it. Anyway, I was on this live and I was like, wouldn't it be so cool if I could get a part-time job so I could do like work half day and train half day / work on audiobook narration work, taking classes, taking courses, practicing so I can start doing this so that I will work part-time. Today marks 3 years at Job Corps teaching reading. Yes, Stacy. Friends, we're cheering Stacy on. No problem, Anna. I'm so glad you were able to pop on. Take care of yourself, okay? Have a lovely weekend. So, I was joking about this. I was like, wouldn't it be... Yeah, you remember. Yeah, Darian remembers. So I was like, wouldn't it be so cool if I got a job like that where I work part-time and whatever. And then this happened. Nursey cookie. And I remember today, I was like, I told my husband, I remember my husband was like, so like, what are you looking for? And I was like, I don't think I want to go back to full-time work. I think I want to try this audiobook narration thing. I think I could be good at it. But I need to train for it. So if I could get a part-time job and then do this, and I got the call back, I got the job, I work 8:30 till 2. Those are my official hours. I work longer than that. But my official... Yes, Anna, we need to plan a Discord movie night, friends. We have a Discord. I need to figure out how to put the invite on my Linktree, whatever thingy. But if you're interested, just check my Linktree. At some point, it will pop on and you can join, and we will have like a live, whatchamacallit,
what's the word I'm looking for? Movie night. But here's another thing that just came to mind I think we could do. I think on Thursdays, because what is my name on ACX? Susan, what is my name on ACX? Susan, hold on a minute. I haven't actually checked my ACX in a hot minute. Hold on a second. I have not gone on there in a while because I didn't think I was ready last year around this time. And so I created it. It was almost like a promise to myself to get there because I have to create a website and have samples and stuff. All right, here it is. Oh, view profile. So my profile is Denise Chum. I need to change it to my fake name, my nom de plume. My nom de plume is Coco de Burr. Literally cocoa butter. Yes, Denise Chum. I haven't put any samples, any audio samples or anything up. I will, now that I've done a few of these, I probably will clean them up and then put it up. But yeah. I remember joking that I should have asked for or dreamt bigger. Maybe I should have dreamt about winning the lottery. Since I literally dreamt this job and whatever into being. I'm not gonna jinx it. I hope that this year also goes well. I hope that I'm able to give the kids this love of stories and of books and the book joy. And I'm able to keep doing this and get my narration butt in gear. Anyway, if you have, I'm gonna go, friends. I really should go to bed. If you have any author friends who have like a short story or a little novella and they want to dip their toes into audiobook narration, like producing an audiobook, tell them that I'm also looking for small opportunities to dip my toe into finishing a book. Yeah? Help me hit my 5-book goal this year. I do have a podcast coming out. I took part in an RPG, a role-playing game podcast. So I play a character on one of the episodes. Let me see if I can find the name. It's called The Malachite Wastes, I believe. Podcast. Let me just double check. What happened in the Malachite Wastes? It's a slice of life modern fantasy podcast. I'm going to be in season 2, episode 8. Season 2, episode 8. If you hear someone with a novella, you let me know. Yes, please. Oh my God, Christine, you're so sweet. Yes, please. Thank you. I would love that. And actually, if you also know of any short stories in the public domain, I'm fine with that as well. I feel like I want to do one of those. We did one recently. I think it was during Halloween. We read a few that were like thriller kind of thing. I might look into those as well and just create like a collection of thriller something. But yeah, that'll be fun. I am so glad that I got to hang with you all tonight. Thank you to all the new members of the PJs and Pages community. Welcome. Sometimes we do music. Sometimes we do Mad Libs. Sometimes we do Nisi Jukebox. So you just throw out a word and I sing a song, because some days I just don't feel like narrating or whatever. And some days I will say, come in with the blurb, or like, you know how when you go on Amazon or whatever, they have like a sample of a book. So you can pick a few books and I just try to narrate those samples and we'll see if it piques our interest in the book. So just lots of fun practice, stories and all that kind of stuff. So we do all of that. But I'm on Monday through Thursday. Yeah, oh God, Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Pacific time, usually. So yeah, that's what we do. But tomorrow, Friday, if you have time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on Brianna's Lounge with some other narrators and authors. We're doing like one of those mix and match things where you read whatever. So it's going to be my first time doing one of those. Okay. Have a good night. Please take good care of yourselves, all right? Thank you. Thank you. Sleep well. Bye. Oh, I'm always hitting my mic. Bye. Good night. Oh my God, Anna, last March. It's been so long.